our e-Tutoring course, what it is, and what is it about, and the major outcomes of this course. And we also have a brief orientation on Mwele. Mwele is Makerere University e-learning platform, and this is our major learning platform hosted by Makerere University. This is where we're going to have our course embedded, and of course we shall have an orientation on how to navigate through the course tools and other features, so we can be able to learn effectively. And number 7 is the way forward. Of course, we need to know how we are going to move forward through this course. Yes, briefly, to start with a few remarks. We are all aware that this is an online course. Yes, I was muted briefly. I had an interruption from a call, but I think you can hear me now. Yes, I was just saying we shall have this is an online course, and therefore we shall be studying from where we are. We don't need to have any physical movements, and this is the beauty of technology, having gotten interruptions from the COVID-19 pandemic. We can no longer have physical classrooms, but we need to say we are blessed with the kind of technology and innovation that is coming from the Center for Teaching and Learning Support to support learning to continue even within this pandemic, even without physical movements. I can say couch from where you are, you can easily interact with Okulo Lamek from wherever he is, from Tom, Richard, from Nav Kenya, etc. You can see you're having this learning interaction, but without physical movement. So this is the kind of learning we are going to have. It's going to be online and self-paced at the same moment. So we don't need to have any, physical challenges here and there. We're just going to learn from wherever we shall be. And 2, since this is a self-paced course, we need to be self-driven. That is something we need to note. All our learning interactions are going to be based on how we are able to avail ourselves in this kind of learning. It is you to see to it that you complete learning tasks that are given before deadlines, that you can go through the given modules before the due dates. So it's generally a self-paced course, and we don't need to have any challenges from our external audiences. Okay, and yes, let me take a minute first as we wait on Doctor to come in to have our members that are already on board to introduce yourselves to us. Yes, I will be calling on one at a time, so you can tell us who you are, where you teach, what you do, and probably anything that you need to share with us before we form the course. I can see Nav Kenya. Nav Kenya, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You can feel free to unmute your video for a second so we can see you, and probably you share with us your name and what you do. Yes, now are you able to unmute your video?
Let me try, but I don't know where.
Right on your screen, there are several features at the bottom. We have some icons for the phone. That is for the audio. We also have another icon for the video where you see start video with post. So you can tap on that and unmute your video. All right, now Kenya, please go ahead and share with us your details. We shall go through the features of this Zoom interaction later. Now Kenya, you are still muted. You are muted audio-wise. Could you unmute your audio?
Unmute.
Yes. Yeah. You have now unmuted. Yes, share with us.
I'm Nabukenya Sarah, Principal Central Training Institute, Kabimbiri.
Oh, you are most welcome on board, Sarah, from Kalimbiri. All right, let's get to Francis Kauji.
Sorry?
Yes, doctor. Hello, doctor.
Yes, yes,
Are you hearing me?
Francis.
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm Coach Francis, tutor at Busubizi PTC, coordinator ECD program.
You're most welcome, Mr. Kauchi, on board.
Thank you, doctor.
Reverend Edwards.
Yes, thank you, doctor. I'm Reverend Edward Kawanga. Can you get me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I'm Reverend Edward Kawanga from Eden Teacher Training Institute in Busoga region.
You are most welcome, Reverend Edwards. Babide Pasi.
Good morning, everyone on board. I'm Maria Pasi, a new student of e-Tutoring course.
You are most welcome, Babide Pasi,
Thank you, Doctor.
to this course.
Thank you, Doctor.
I understand some of you have already interviewed. She's also a support team for the Center for the Teaching and Learning Support. We have Okula Mek. Yes, Lamek. The audio is still muted. Okay, as Lamek figures out how to unmute and talk to us, let's probably talk to Kisachi Catherine.
Dr. Mwonge Kisache, okay. I was coming in through to say about Kisache. She'd said she's in a meeting. but I can't
Okay.
unmute, so maybe she can say hello and then she multitasks with her meeting.
Sure.
Kathy, are you able to say hello and then you concentrate with the meeting? If you are unable to, then we can just start. Dr. Monge, let's move on. Kathy is not coming in through.
All right, let's proceed. Tom, Richard.
Good morning, everybody on this program. My name is Tom Richard, a tutor at Nyondo Teachers College in Mbale. Generally, I expect to get better digital literacy and competence by the end of this program. I'm hoping to be a better tutor and expect better presentation. I will be there with you till the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Okay, you are welcome, Tom, to this program right away. And Doctor, we seem to have about 10 participants in today's presentation. I know some other members are still they're struggling to come in, and they'll be finding us on the way. Yes, Doctor, I've just taken through the members' the agenda for today's presentation. Meanwhile, as you come in, let me share a few features with our dear participants on the Zoom platform. Yes, I want to let our participants know that this is the official interaction that we're going to use for live video conferencing. Yes, I'll let you know that we shall have live video conferencing for every module at the beginning of every module. And this is the platform we are going to be using. And this will be kind of a synchronous learning where we engage online instantly with our participants. And we shall also have the asynchronous learning where you will find content and the information for your own self-paced learning, and you interact with the materials at your own pace in a kind of online or offline interactive mode. But just as the Zoom platform, our dear participants, you will know that once you want to come in through audio, there's several icons at the bottom of your screen. And we have that icon that has an image of a microphone. That's for the audio. And where you want to speak to us, you just click unmute and we shall be able to hear from you. Equally, the second icon is for the video, and if we have asked you to share with us your video, that's the icon we'll be using. We also have the share screen icon. Yes, as we move on, we shall be having instances where we expect you to share with us what you're doing right from wherever you'll be. So that's the icon. You will just tap in and be able to share something that you want to share with us. There is a more kind of feature, and that once you have clicked on that, you can see the chat feature coming out. Yes, our dear participants, we shall expect you to use the chat to communicate to us or to everyone on board. So once you have typed in your comment, we can be able to view it right from the chat, and that would be the Zoom. Was I muted? Doctor, can you hear me? I have just seen a comment right on my screen that I needed to unmute. Were you able to hear from me?
Yes, we can get you.
All right. Okay. And yes, there are a few features. The other one is the raise hand feature. That's a very important feature where we shall require you to talk to us at intervals. But once you want to come in, you just click on raise hand, and the host will be able to pick on you and be able to talk to the rest of the participants in our group. Okay, and of course we shall have several other features as we move on, and basically those are the basics we need to know to be able to use Zoom effectively. And we shared with you our Zoom links for the activities that we are going to engage through for the entire course. Please always have that schedule with you right on your gadget. We also have a WhatsApp group, and this is where we instantly put our communiques to you. So always visit our WhatsApp group and also use the WhatsApp platform to share with us your concerns. Instantly, we can be able to get to each other before we lose track. Doctor, I have seen some other colleagues joining us. Just before I let you come in, we can have Chigundu to share with us his name and what he does, so we can be able to tag the voice and maybe the video if he unmutes his video as well. Mr. Chigundu, could you be able to unmute your video so we can see you right away? All right, and please talk to us.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Sulaiman Kiku, one of the tutors with Madrasa Early Childhood Development Institute here in Mengo. Yeah, nice meeting you online.
Yeah.
It has been a long-awaited opportunity to see to it that we polish our skills and on the way we are teaching people online. Basically, that is me. I have the training, but my background is early childhood, basically, as a tutor. I think that is all I can say at the moment.
All right. Yeah, we shall share the rest of what pertains to all of us in our as the agenda speaks. Okay, then let me get back to Dr. Kabugo to formally welcome us to this e-Tutoring course, and then we shall move on through the course agenda. You're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Mwonge, for taking us through the introductory bit of today's lecture. And I'd like to welcome everyone on board on the e-Tutoring course. I think we did not hear from, or I could have skipped listening to Otala Francis. Did we listen to Francis?
No, we didn't. We can actually ask Otara to talk to us.
Francis, can you talk to us, please?
Yes, it's not Otara talking, but this is Stephen Olokokol from Father Boggles. Talking to you, not Otara. But I'm only using his gadgets.
Okay.
Are you picking up?
Yeah, sure.
Good. At the moment, I'm in Soroti, and I have the ECD background, and I'm just a tutor also in Father Boggles. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I also understand that we have some people, some 3 people using one's gadget. This could be, because I observed this in the chat room, I saw Nanduga Beatrice and Awori Margaret signing in through using Nachirija's account. I just need to be sure that you are also following.
Yes, we are following.
And I'm also equally following.
Perfect. But okay, yeah. So someone using Otara's account can you can unmute, you can mute yourself, so I can engage other people as well. Okay. Nachirija. I think they have since dropped out. Yes, I'd like to welcome everyone onto the e-Tutoring course. I'd like to congratulate everyone who has been admitted onto this course. The e-Tutoring course is an international online tutors course. I'll give you some little background about this course. But before I do that, I want to assume that I have interacted with almost everyone on this platform. If I have not interacted with you, my name is David Kabugo, and I direct the Center for Teaching and Learning Support at Makerere University. The role of this center is to support teaching and learning, build the capacity of individuals and organizations in supporting teaching and learning. So the reason that we have this e-Tutoring course under my center is because the center has the mandate to support teaching and learning for Makerere University staff and beyond. Others could have met me in our early childhood development programs because I also partly coordinate that program, and that program is under my center. The opportunity we have is that we have mounted the e-Tutoring course. We have designed the e-Tutoring course for the tutors in our ECD collaborating institutions for as a first group. We considered that e-Tutoring be organized for the ECD tutors because we really wanted to give ECD priority. But e-Tutoring is open for every other tutors and educators in higher education institutions. It is in fact an international online course because we conduct this course in collaboration with the University of Agder in Norway. The university is Agder in Norway. So when you complete this course successfully, it means that you can also be admitted on an advanced course in the University of Agder in Norway. The e-Tutoring course is, it carries 10 credit, 10 transferable credit units, which means that if you have successfully completed the course, you would be admitted to any other relevant online or technology-related course in any university in Norway. And so if you have been admitted to this course, I really want you to take it rather seriously. When we say e-Tutoring, we by that mean that you are able to tutor online. I received a number of inboxes asking me about why say e-Tutoring. Basically, how we mean by that is that By the end of the course, you can tutor online. You can facilitate online. You can teach online. And so the course is designed to cultivate your skills to teach online. The way we have designed this course is that it will be a largely online course, which is self-paced. Self-paced means that most of the activities shall be completed by the student at their own pace. But learning at your own pace does not mean that you will have to learn forever in this course. We have organized the activities to be completed within 2 months. And this means full-time members. Engagement on course activities for 2 months means full-time. Otherwise, in a traditional way, we organize this course for a semester. It's a semester course, which means about 17 weeks of face-to-face engagement every day. So our demands as our requirements as we shall communicate in our course expectations is that once you have been enrolled in this course, you are committed to completing all the course activities. You are committed to learning at your own pace. I'll later talk about the concept of shiutagoje. Yes, maybe Vincent can write that in the chat room, or I can do that. We have probably heard about the concept of shiutagoje. Has somebody heard about that? Because now I want to begin from there. Okay, someone has heard about the concept of pedagogy. I want to be sure that someone is following. Okay. Sulaiman, I can
No, heutagogy not yet, but pedagogy at least I've covered that one. It refers to the methods and ways of teaching young children from the word peda.
Thank you, Sulaiman, for that interesting attempt. Peda comes from the word peddling, to peddle. I don't know about your experiences, but if you have similar experiences like I do, when you are riding, when you are pedaling a bicycle or any other cycles, pedaling means you are really supporting, you are panel beating, you are really guiding from the scratch. And so when we talk about pedagogy, the theories and methods and approaches, the skills, the techniques of supporting young people to learn. On the other hand, when we talk about supporting mature people to learn, the methods we would use to support adults to learn would be different from those, slightly different from those we use to support young children to learn. So when we talk about methods, theories, techniques, strategies of supporting adults to learn, We shall technically refer that to as I have written the word. Can somebody read?
Andragogy.
Andragogy, perfect. So we are talking about pedagogy, methods, theories, techniques for supporting young children to learn, and supporting adults to learn is andragogy. Now, I don't know whether we are younger people or adults in our e-tutoring course. I want to introduce the concept of shutagogy because it's very important for us to understand the design thinking behind our e-tutoring course. Has somebody heard about shutagogy? Or somebody could quickly, by the way, just ask Google what shutagogy means, and then they tell us. Tom, have you heard about shutagogy? For now, you know pedagogy and andragogy. I want you to know shutagogy as well. Slyman.
Yes, please.
Shutagogy?
I've never heard of it sincerely. I've never heard of it sincerely. Maybe it is chance today that I'm going to hear about it.
Shutagogy.
Yes.
Yes. Shutagogy is the study of self-determined learning, according to Google. That you determine the way you are going to study, and that becomes shutagogy. How do you pace yourself to study?
Thank you so much, Slyman. You see, you have now heard about, Richard, you have now heard about shutagogy. Pedagogy, supporting young children to learn. Andragogy, supporting adults to learn. Shutagogy, supporting yourself to learn. No one is teaching you. You are supporting yourself to learn. And supporting yourself to learn is what we call shutagogy, in other words, self-determined learning. Now, the whole essence of the course, the e-tutoring course, is the theory behind the design of our e-tutoring course is shutagogy. It means you are determined to learn on your or by yourself. The course, Dr. Mwonge has ably said that much of the work that is in the e-tutoring course is self-paced, meaning that for the next 2 months, we need a student who is determined to learn on their own in this course. Ours will be to design activities that support you to learn, but much of how we are going to learn is to ask you how you want to learn so that you then learn that way. I think I'm making myself clear on that. But also, how we have designed the e-tutoring course, we have put together, we have carefully selected all those skills, all those strategies, and all that content that we know is going to help you to be able to design a course, to facilitate a course, to assess a course online. I am already worried that we have limited time to do all things, but with your self-determination in this course, I am sure you are going to be able to do. So by the end of this course, Dr. Mwonga will take us through the objectives of this course. You would have, one, gained the skills to facilitate online. Facilitating online, teaching online means that you are able to design a course, you are able to design courses, you are able to teach on these courses, you are able to assess on these courses. That's why I am worried that we have very limited time, but the idea is self-determination. Your self-determination is what is going to make you acquire the needed skills. Right. We have given you a number of tasks before we actually delve into the rest of other e-tutoring components. I'll talk about, you'll probably share with me or with us all your experiences of engaging with C Delta. By this time, we assume that everyone in this course, you have gotten your admission. Admission to this course means that you will be required to formally register or accept that admission. We have not, while we have you here now, we have not received the confirmation from you that you have accepted our admissions. Maybe some of you will reject these admissions. While we have a number of people applying to join this course, we have only carefully selected those people we think are going to benefit from this course. So the course is not for everybody. The course is meant for educators in higher education institutions. The course is meant for tutors. The course is meant for principals. So while we received an overwhelming number of applications to this course, we only selected a few of you who we know are tutors. I'll tell you why why we selected tutors in the first place. One, because we need someone who is actively in the business of tutoring. Yes. In your introductions, you should have said about what you actually teach, because we are looking at building your capacities to teach online. So while we have heard about principals, while we have heard about directors introducing themselves, we mainly want people who tutor, people who teach. Okay, so you must have a very specific discipline, learning discipline that you teach. And this first cohort of our training is targeting ECD tutors, meaning that you either teach on a child care program or on a CEC program or subject. So we would have to ask you what specific subjects you teach, so that we ask you to design an online course, we ask you to design a course for your subject, and then teach students in that subject and assess students in that subject. And then we see how well you progress. Yes, so I was talking about the pre-contact task that we gave. By now, you should have done a pre-contact task. Let me know whether we have anyone who has not done a pre-contact task yet, before we ask you to go and do that task and come back again. Do we have anyone who has not done a pre-contact task? Yes, Otala. Otala, does putting up a hand mean you have not done, or you want to ask a question?
I have not done it.
Oh, this is someone. Okay, Otala, you have not done. Let me know why you have not done the pre-contact task.
Actually, for me, I'm Otala Francis right now speaking.
Yes.
I did not do it simply because the conditions for joining the course, I do actually not meet them because I obtained a bachelor's degree in ICT, and yet you needed people who at least did either diploma in teacher education or a related discipline. So I don't know whether I can also join the course with my qualification. Yes, in Impact Institute, I teach is ICT.
Yes, Otala, if you do teach ICT to our ECD, to our CEC, then you are the right person we are targeting. That means you should go ahead and do the pre-contact task. In any case, we are targeting people like you who do not have an education background to get these, to get the pedagogy of tutoring. So you need to urgently do the task. I'm yet to explain why the pre-contact task and the test.
All right, thank you so much. I will definitely join.
Perfect. Anyone else who's not done the pre-contact task yet?
Yeah, Doctor, I have a question.
Please, if you have a question. Sulaiman?
Yes, I've done the pre-test.
Yes.
But I've not yet done the post-test assignment.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. How do I need to do it also?
Yes, Lyman, no worries for those people who have not done the post-test yet, but it should be a big worry if by the second week, the other week, you have not done the post-test. I'm going to explain why the pre-test and the post-test. Do we have any questions at the moment? Any other questions at the moment? Or Tara, you have any other question, or else you lower your hand?
To me, who is having that question? I have not done it, but I teach introduction to ECD, development studies, and child growth in the Father Boggles.
Father Boggles, okay.
Yeah. So do I qualify?
You do, yes you do.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have questions, members, before I now talk about the pre-contact task itself and how it feeds into our e-tutoring program? Dr. Mwonge Vincent.
Yes, Doctor.
Don't you think those are a few opening remarks?
Yes, right, Doctor. You have already given us a brief overview about the course and the course expectations, right? And I think you can now get back to how the agenda is designed so we can be able to chronologically follow in that order. Just, I think you skipped something from Otala Francis. I mean, his major issue was he did a course in childhood development and and I think some other concept, but he was wondering whether he qualifies for the pre-test for the e-Tutoring course. Is that true if I got you right, Mr. Francis?
Yes, it is true. It is true.
Oh, yes. And just like Dr. said, yes, you do qualify for this course, and please therefore go ahead and do the pre-activities that we have put at the CDERUTA website. Of course, Doctor is going to give this in detail as we move on. Okay? We also had another comment in the chat just before I get back to the agenda, and this was coming from, I think, Sulaiman. Okay. Someone was wondering whether he can be able to record the proceedings of this presentation. And yes, I want to assure everyone on board that we shall be sharing. We are actually recording, just like you can see at your screen. We are recording this presentation, and we shall be able to share the proceedings of this presentation, I think in by Google Drive link. So please, after all these presentations, we shall always be sharing these links so that you can be able to download and watch offline and be able to review what we should have discussed in these presentations. Okay, Doctor, I wanted us to get to the second item on the agenda, and this is basically wanting us to hear from our dear participants, what they're expecting from this course. We need to begin from a well-known point of view. I don't know whether this is possible. I would love to share a link in our chat so we can get to this specific website. Okay. Yes, Doctor, I have just shared a link where we can ask our participants to type on a sticker note and have their experiences shared with us. Is it possible, Doctor, to maybe share my screen? So, dear participants, you just get to the chat room, click on that link, and then you will get directed to linoit.com, where you will choose a sticker note and probably type your course expectation. Doctor. I can't hear you, Doctor. Your audio is not coming through. I don't know whether that is from my side.
No, I had actually muted myself.
Can you be able to allow me share screen?
I don't know for which accounts.
This should be for
Vimwonge.
Vincent. No, for Vincent Wong, I think.
You need to be sure.
Have you tried Vincent Wong?
I have. You can now share the screen.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, just to ask the participants to click on the link that you have given us so that they can begin writing their course expectations. The link is in the chat room. Let us know if you have any troubles writing your course expectations on the platform whose link has been shared in the chat room. And Dr. Mwonge, please give us further guidance.
Yeah, yes, we wanted to hear from them. Are they having any troubles? Once you have clicked on that link, are you able to view this screen right there? Yes, Tom Richards has raised the hand. Oh, yeah. Let me admit him. Fine. Okay. Dear participants, are you able to get to this website, to this page?
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor, you can as well try it out and we'll see if it really works for our participants. Click on the link, and once you have gotten onto this link, just choose a sticker note and type your expectation. Okay, yes, someone is already coming in and he says he's wants to be able to develop courses for the online learning. Yes, let me ask you participants to tag your sticker notes. Once you have clicked on a particular sticker note, say this, just below there is where you are asked to tag your name. Please go ahead and put your name there, so you can be able to know who is typing what, who is posting what. So please go ahead and tag your names on right to your sticker notes. Okay. And I can say this is just a trial. Okay. Or you can say I expect to be able to blah, blah, blah. And right there, go and tag your name, Vicent Semuongi, and then thereafter you will post. Okay? And we shall be able to organize our sticker notes just like this. So who has posted this, our dear participants? Someone who wants to be able to develop courses for the online learning? Doctor, 2 people have entered the waiting room for this meeting. Okay. You can go ahead and admit them. Yes, Mr. O'Call Stephen, expect some literature to be given on a hard copy. Okay, shift this. Okay. Sulaiman, good. You have tagged your sticker note and you are saying, right, you want to, let me cover this up. You want to be introduced to the best ways of conducting online sessions. You want to acquire skills of how to design online courses, okay? You want to acquire a merit certificate for more e-tutoring opportunities. Yeah, doctor, that's a wonderful one. People want to have certified credentials out of this course. Okay, who is this? I'm being small, some people are looking. Okay, do we have another Vicent? To be introduced to the best ways of conducting online sessions, acquire skills on how to design online courses, and to acquire a merit certificate for, oh, this is still Sulaiman. Why did you tag my name onto your sticker, not Sulaiman? Yes, you put Vicent instead of Sulaiman.
Is learning. Eh?
Sorry?
That was just a mistake in the tagging.
All right. Oh, who is this? Okay. And this is Kawanga Edward, Reverend. He says, the course is so good and I want to improve on my reading culture as Seed Delta has done it for me. Oh, this is perfect. This is a clear indication that Kawanga has already completed some tasks from the C Delta pre and maybe post activities. And then getting used to online meaningful learning and teaching. Great. Yes, doctor, learning has to be meaningful, whether in a face-to-face interaction or through an online interaction. And I understand this course has been designed to make learning actually more meaningful while learning online. Doctor, this icon keeps on coming on my screen. 2 people have entered the waiting room for this meeting. And whenever I want to say admit all, this icon still gets back to my screen. You can do this technical backup right from your side.
Dr. Mwonge.
Okay, and
Dr. Mwonge?
Yes, doctor?
I am unable to admit people when I am not host, so you can actually do that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Otherwise,
I thought we actually...
Otherwise, I ask back my hosting rights.
I showed you were just sharing the hosting rights.
No.
Okay. Then let me admit them. And so it's most likely that now Kenya is out of this meeting. Let me hop up. Kathy, and I think this is Isache, to be able to develop skills, I think, for designing online content. Yes, our dear participants, we need to hear from you. Do you have any technical challenges so we can help you to be able to post your expectations right on this page? I've not seen people's posts, people's expectations. I've not seen Percy's expectations. I have not seen Otala's expectations. I've not seen Kauchi's expectations. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 participants so far who have shared with us their expectations. Okay, just like we have so far received a few expectations from some participants, they want to be able to develop courses for the online learning. Yes, this is right on target, doctor. By the end of this course, we expect our participants to be able to design their own courses. Doctor, you have ably said this, that we are now getting to the new normal. And what's the new normal? The new normal is, of course, learning online, because with the presence of the COVID-19 pandemic, or even without it, we are now moving towards learning from wherever we shall be. We don't need to have any physical interactions for learning to take place. and be rest assured then that by the end of this course, you should be able to borrow knowledge from the e-Tutoring course to design your own e-learning course. Actually, this is to give us skills on how to develop these courses and how to teach effectively. And you can't teach, it's just like a face-to-face interaction. You cannot teach what you have not planned to teach. And planning in this case is the essence of designing a course and putting it on a Mwele platform. So we expect you to develop several courses at the end of this course and then be able to interact with your learners in an e-learning environment. So be assured that you will be able to have the skills to develop your own courses, beginning from the CC courses and the CEC courses that we have for our pre-primary teacher trainees. Okay, Sulaiman,
Yes.
Doctor, I don't see other members posting their sticky notes. Do you think we have a technical problem? We need to hear from them. Are they still with us? Let me get to. Yes, Kauchi, you have raised a hand. Let me. Yes, Mr. Kauchi.
Doctor, the problem I have,
Yeah.
I have seen a screen, but as I'm trying to
Yes.
tap, I'm not getting where I'm not getting the keyboard to type.
Oh, once you have selected a sticky note, just click on it and automatically the keyboard will be right on your screen.
And I've seen your screen. Okay, I need to help me how I can get a sticky note because I'm seeing them, I'm tapping them, but I'm not getting one.
Okay, are you now viewing my screen?
Yes, please.
Yes. Let me pick on this blue color. I will just tap on this blue color and you can see the sticky note is right away expanded on my screen. Does that apply to you? It does.
It doesn't work as I've been doing.
Sorry?
When it comes, I tap, but I tap where you've tapped, but the sticky note.
Yes, just tap.
Yes, I've got it.
Just like how I did.
The keyboard
Yes.
now. How to type it? It doesn't bring the keyboard.
What? It doesn't?
Yes, please.
Are you using your phone?
Yes, please.
You are using a phone as your gadget,
please.
right?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
So you got the laptop?
Let me try it on my phone. No, are you signed in? Are you signed in already on your laptop?
Not.
Dr. Kabugo.
Yes, Vincent.
How do you want to advise Mr. Kauchi?
How do we advise Mr. Kauchi?
Because I have not tried it on my phone. And he's not seeing the keyboard right on his gadget.
Would it be a problem of network or the phone has freezed?
And who is that? Is that Sulaiman?
I'm saying, could it be that his phone has frozen or the network problem?
Have you used the phone yourself?
Yeah, I've ever used it and experienced it that way, but I have a laptop, which is what I'm using, not the phone.
Oh, for this interaction, you're using a laptop. Who else is using a phone? We need to hear from you and see how we figure out the way out. Yes. Somebody is raising a hand here. I want to see. Yes, go ahead and talk to us.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello. This is Mbarak. I'm also using a
Yes.
phone, but I'm getting the sticky note.
Sorry?
I'm also not getting a sticky note.
Oh, you are also using a phone and you're not getting a stick. Who else is having the same challenge?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm using a phone, but we have been able to get the sticky
Yes.
note. And we even already sent the expectations.
How have you been able? Could you try to help with that?
Basically, what we did, we just clicked on the sticky note. Then when it pops up, you click inside the square where you're supposed to type, then eventually the keyboard will come up.
So could be network challenge Mr. Kauchi's side.
Yes, Vincent.
Doctor, yes. I think you can take on these expectations so we don't delay so much on this activity as we guide our participants to get on board.
Vincent, you are coming in through broken.
Sorry? Can you hear me loud and clear now?
Oh, yes.
As we figure out how to help our dear participants who are using their gadgets, their phones as the Zoom gadgets, let's take on these few expectations and be able to guide our other participants who have not been able to post their expectations so we can be able to catch up with the time. Sulaiman said he wants to be introduced to the best ways of conducting online sessions. Yeah, you're going to get enough of this just before the course ends. You want to acquire skills of how to design online courses. Yeah, you're going to have several skills. And just like we said, this is a self-paced course. Of course, we shall also have a lot of input from your side to be able to acquire these hands-on skills. You want to acquire a merit certificate for more e-training opportunities. Just like Dr. Kabua said, this is an international course. And the certificate that you're going to handle, that you're going to have, is actually going to be an international certificate that satisfies you as a competent e-trainer and who can compete for all kinds of jobs from all over the world. Mr. O'Call Stephen, you expect some literature to be given, yes, in a hard copy. So you expect some content. Yes, Stephen. Whereas we're going to give you content, but this is going to be digitalized content in soft copies. We are going to share with you several documents, PDF documents, Word documents, several videos, etc. It's upon you to go ahead and download all these resources and maybe make your own hard copies. But just know we're going to have all these resources readily available. For you, what you need to do is to have a file on your gadget where you reposed all these resources. You can go ahead and print them out for your hard copy filing. Okay, Mr. Otala, yes, you expect to be able to develop online courses and train your staff. Dr. Kabugo, this is very good, and we expect all this from all our participants. We are expecting you to go on and share this knowledge with other persons that have not participated in this course, especially in your institution. So you can have several tutors coming on board so you can go e-tutoring just in the near future. And the course is good. This is from Reverend, and he says he wants to improve on his reading culture. Very fine. You'll be able to do, especially all self-paced courses have this as a motivator for self-paced reading and learning. And then getting used to online meaningful learning and teaching. Yeah, you will soon realize that actually we have more engagement with our learners through an online course. So be assured that with online learning, we actually have more learner participation than it is for a face-to-face interaction. Just like what we are doing right away here, we are able to share with you, you're able to give us your expectations through writing on a sticky note, and all of us are able to see all this feedback from all the participants. Want to be introduced to the best ways of conducting online sessions? Yeah, there are several issues that do cut across, and we have already visited this. And then to be able to develop skills, okay, we have also covered this coffee. Yeah, let's hear from those who are not able to post their sticker notes. Please talk to us, share with us through your audio, so you can also be able to add your expectations onto this board. Yes, whoever was unable to post, please tell us through your expectations through the audio. Just put your hand up. We can be able to pick on you and share with us. We just need about 2 minutes, so we close this activity. Yes. Hello, members. Are you still there? Yes, Tom.
Yes.
Yes, Tom, share with us your expectations.
Thank you so much, mentioned by other friends. Digital literacy, other members have mentioned. Thank you so much.
Sorry? You said you want to improve on?
On digital literacy and fluency. Network.
It's fine. What is Tom? Tom wants to improve on literacy and fluency. Yes, who else? Please raise your hand so we can be able to pick on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, raising hands there. He was putting up this one.
Someone
hey, like yes, you raise the hand from here, like here, then you raise hand.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not doing practical.
I'm here.
Vincent, can you control the class?
Yes, Dr. Kabugo.
Trying to control the class because we are having
Yes, we have some, I think, technical challenges from Lameka's side. Lamek, did you say someone was physically raising the hand? Please, once you want to raise your hand, go and click on that icon where there is raised hand, and we should be able to see you right away from the control room.
Here.
Lamek, Okay. Doctor,
I think they sit down and laugh at us.
And yet this. You talk.
Dr. Kabugo?
Yes, Vincent.
I think I can have this activity end for now.
But they talk to you.
Yeah, I can. And we proceed to the third item on our agenda, and that is facilitators of expectations. And Doctor, you will come in here as our other participants are able to get involved. I give you back your role as the host, so you can be able to move on.
Okay.
That's it.
When you write,
You can write something.
Dear participants, I would like to first of all thank Dr. Mwonge for taking us through the session for sharing your expectations. I think that was very well done. That was very well done. Thumbs up for you, Vincent, and for the participants. I think a number of the expectations shared are really realistic and achievable. We shall try as much to see that we achieve these objectives. I want to move on to what our expectations are from you. While you have shared your expectations, we also want to share our expectations with you. First, maybe I can use the chat room, or I can just share directly here. My expectation of you is that, one, you are going to be committed students. By enrolling into this course, you are committing to completing this course from day one until the final day. I'll give you my experience working with online students and online courses. Online courses are a little challenging. Majority of the people who enroll onto online courses do not complete. Now, this is not to discourage you. I'm saying this rather to encourage you. Most people who enroll onto online courses do not complete, especially what we call massive open online courses. The concept is MOOCs. I have written the word MOOCs to mean massive open online courses. What happens with massive open online courses is that You can enroll onto these courses. These courses are open. They are self-paced learning courses. But because there is no one to directly engage with you the way we are doing here, you tend to relax because you are not you are not a self-determined person. You exit the course before completion. I want to encourage and expect from everybody who has enrolled to commit to learning at your own pace. But learning at your own pace, as I have said, does not mean that you are going to learn forever and however you want. The course has a timeline. The activities in the course have a deadline. To ensure that you complete the course, do the activities before or on the deadline. Ensure that you do every other activity that is embodied in the course. So my expectation is that you complete the course successfully. My other expectation is that you will then become effective e-tutors or online teachers. You are committing not just to getting a certificate from this course. Anyway, you are not going to get a certificate if you are not committed. I know some of us, a number of you have already gotten the C Delta pre-test and post-tests, but I cannot even verify these certificates and register you as qualified e-tutors on our systems if you are not committed. So I expect a lot of commitment, self-determination to do every other course activity within the specified timelines. I will want to share with you this, that the C Delta, which is Commonwealth Digital Education Leadership Training in Action, I'll write C Delta to stand for Commonwealth Digital Education Leadership Training in Action. You should have read this on our platform. This C Delta course is another international online course. I probably should share with you that I am the C Delta country manager in Uganda. The C Delta program is a program of the Commonwealth. The program, we designed this program to cultivate educators' digital education leadership capabilities. So by you enrolling into our e-tutoring program, you exit with 2 internationally recognized certificates. One for the Commonwealth and the other for Makerere University. You have probably already done the post-test, but the idea is for you, before you complete the post-test, even those who have completed the post-test, you should engage with all the modules and do inbuilt activities in each module in the C Delta. Some of you were complaining, those who have done the post-test, those who scored above 75 and have not gotten the advanced level certificate yet. You cannot get the advanced level certificate if you have not done every other activity inbuilt in the modules on the platform. I must emphasize that. So it's not just about exiting with a certificate in this or from this program. My expectation is that you will learn. Your major drive, your major motivation for undertaking this course is to learn and not just exit with a certificate. And we have mechanisms of establishing whether such one individual is only interested in exiting with a certificate as a paper or with the skills in the course. So I must make this expectation clear. I expect that you are going to learn. We are going to learn together. The idea of learning together here is to improve our pedagogical practices in our respective disciplinary fields. When we enroll, when we build your capacities to facilitate online, you are not just going to get the skills, you are going to utilize the skills. So my other expectation is that you are going to utilize the skills you are gaining from this course. You are going to utilize these skills in your respective teaching subjects. This is why we are going to assign you specific modules for CC and CEC to actually teach. So you are going to exit with skills to enable you to practically tutor, facilitate online. Those are some of the expectations. I'll now talk, maybe Dr. Mwonge has a few other expectations before I now talk about C Delta and handle other agenda items.
Not really. You have almost exhausted what I had on my list, and those are our expectations from you, our dear participants. Doctor was loud and clear. Unless just before you get to the C Delta experience, do we have any something from our dear participants about our course expectations? Any reaction to what Dr. Kabugo has just shared with us before we get to the other item on the agenda? Yes, Chigundu Sulaiman.
Yeah. My question is, how long shall we be staying online every day? The contact hours per day.
Right. That's clear. Can we have any other 1 to 3 reactions from or additions from our dear participants? Maybe to answer you right away as we wait for other participants. Yes, we shall have, just like our schedule is. Okay, let me first pick on Otara Francis. Yes, Francis.
Yes, sir. I remember the last session we had with Dr. Kabugo. He touched on an issue of accessing the course free of charge, that they're going to negotiate with the internet service provider so that we don't pay for MBs. I don't know whether that still stands. That is all I wanted to raise.
Okay. That is from Francis. The first was from Reverend Chigund. Isaac Achinji. Yes, Isaac, we can hear you.
Yeah, are we going to specialize in given areas, or we have to handle areas?
What do you mean?
Specific areas to deal with, or we have to have options?
Are you talking of specific courses?
Yes.
No. Your comment is not very clear. How do you want us to respond to your comment?
I'm saying, do we have options in the areas of interest? Let's say if I lecture special needs or mathematics, something like that.
Okay. Are you going to have specialization in the courses we teach online? Very good. Richard.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I just want to find out, supposing I miss in one of the sessions, because our program is tight every Monday, supposing I have some other program or commitment on that day and I don't attend, would it be possible for me to attend it maybe during the course of the week? I just want to understand that.
Okay. Your comment is well, your question is well captured. You can lower your hand down. Yes. Do we have any other hand raised? Okay, Doctor, you can take on those 4 comments and then we get to the other item on the agenda. It is known we have less than an hour left.
Thank you very much again, Dr. Mwonge, and thank you, dear students. You raise a number of issues. One regarding duration. How long shall we be staying online every day? I am going to answer this question vaguely, and you will know why. For the synchronous interactions, please refer to the schedule that we have shared with you. We shall be spending at most 3 hours. But that means if you look at the schedule, if you look at our schedules, let me see whether I can be able to now share. Yes, if you look at the schedule of our key activities, we have up to 8 weeks, yes, in this course. The first week started 31st. These are pre-contact tasks on C Delta and Mwere. I don't know how many hours you spent every day doing the pre-contact task. But going forward, when you look at this schedule, you will observe that we shall have 3 hours of synchronous interaction every week, and that will be every Monday. So we shall be coming for the synchronous interactions every Monday for 3 hours. For that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for the next for the next 6 weeks, which means that we're meeting once every week for these synchronous interactions. We shall be spending 3 hours at most. Okay? But depending on the activities on C Delta and on Mwere, as we are going to explore, these activities are going to be self-paced learning activities, which normally require, if you did them, you would spend at least an hour doing an activity a day. So I should say that for you to successfully complete this course, you would need a minimum of 3 hours every Monday for the synchronous interactions and at least 1 hour every day for your self-paced learning. I hope I am clear on that question. As you see the schedule, our course will end with an exam on the 30th of October. The exam would also take a minimum of 3 hours. I hope I am clear to someone who asked that question. Then we ask another question: access to the course free of charge. And someone links that to my previous communication. If you got me clearly on this, I said that we have negotiated with internet service providers to provide internet, to provide access to our courses free of charge for CC and CEC students, not for the tutors. That means you'll have to incur your own data costs for the e-tutors. But for all other students doing CC and CEC, because these are so many students, we have negotiated that when they access our courses on Mwere, they will not have to incur costs. Regarding specialization in given areas, I think I got you right, whoever asked this. Please kindly note that e-tutoring has 2 components. One, your engagement on or with modules on the C Delta platform, and 2, your engagement with modules on the Moodle or the Mwere platform. The idea behind is to cultivate your e-tutoring skills to effectively deliver, to effectively facilitate learning in your area of specialization. We are therefore going to ask you in our respective activities and subsequent exam to focus on your area of specialization. I will, those who have already gone to Moodle, you will see the number of courses that we have mounted on Moodle or on Mwere. If I could go there quickly. I'll now share this. if you go on Moodle, you will have access to our e-Tutoring course. But later, as we progress through the course, we shall give you assignments. We shall enroll you into all these modules for the CC and the CEC. For instance, for year 1, depending on your area of specialization, we shall assign you to a module such as Introduction to Early Childhood Development, the Learning Framework, Child Health and Nutrition, Introduction to Language, blah, blah, blah. So if you say your area of specialization, if you say you teach year 1 students or year 2 students, and your area of specialization is culture education, or information technology, or development studies, we shall assign you to your area of specialization and design a specific e-tutoring activity for you, for which you deliver, you will deliver as a standalone project. The idea in this course, again, is that you have both theory and practical hands-on. So to answer you succinctly, yes, while you get the e-tutoring skills, they must be applied to your area of specialization, and this will come through clearly as a project activity. Then, lastly, you ask, what happens when you miss the synchronous activities, especially as scheduled on Mondays? We have unfortunately already scheduled this, and we shall ask you to spare time to attend all the synchronous activities. But where you can't, we are going to ask you to always refer to our recordings. We are going to share our lecture recordings on our different platforms, on our WhatsApp groups, and in the folders, in the resources folders in Moodle or on Mwere. I hope I have answered those key issues. Back to you, Vincent, on how we should proceed.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for that exhaustive feedback on participant queries. Just one or two from the Zoom group chat. Was there a pre-course in Mwere? No, the pre-course activities we had were from the C-Delta platform. We are going to engage with Mwere practically as we engage through e-tutoring. And this is going to begin with an orientation on the Mwere platform. Number 2, should one do assignments on both Delta and Mwere? Yes, for the activities we had on the C-Delta platform, where the post activity and then the pre and the post activities. The other activities that are for our e-tutoring assignments are going to be put on, or are going to be embodied on the Mwere platform. So basically, those are the 2 issues coming up from the chat. Doctor, just to briefly engage our participants, could you briefly run a poll just with the 2 questions to capture how our participants have participated in the pre and the post activities at the eDelta platform. Just a yes and no. Have they participated? Have they completed the pre? Yes, no. Have they completed the post? Yes and no. So we can be able to begin from there as they share with us their other experiences from the eDelta platform. Is that possible, Doctor? Just in a minute?
I don't know whether I have that option now here for polling.
Okay.
Yeah, but just to tell participants that we are able to track their performance. I don't know whether I can quickly do this. I don't know.
All right. As Dr. figures out how we're going to track our active engagement on the eDelta platform, let me ask you participants to type 1 for yes in the chat room and 2 for no in the chat room regarding your completion of the eDelta activities. So the question is, have you attempted the pre and the post activities? Type 1 if it is a yes, and a 2 if it is a no. Babile Pasi, it is a yes. Tom Richard Amute, it is a yes. Isaac Chinji, it is a yes. Otara Francis, it is a no. Okay, those are 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are our other participants? Type 1 for yes if you have completed the pre and the post, and the 2 for no if you haven't completed the pre and the post. Nakirija Sauda, you are saying yes, you have completed the pre and the post. Okay. Chigundu Flyman, it is a no. Okay, you haven't completed the pre and the post. Okay. Otala, it is a no. Okay. Any other? Okay, Doctor, come in.
I'm not sure whether it is any offense for us to share our results here, but just to show you that whoever is participating in the course, in this course, we have recordings of your every other activity. Even a simple click on a given content item on the platform, we record that. So I can be able to know that someone has done a pre-test and a post-test. And I would know why you have failed the pre-test, while you have failed the post-test and passed the pre-test. So Dr. Mwonge, just to allay your fears, I have already tracked every student performance so far.
Yeah. Exactly. I just wanted to let our participants know that we are keeping a track of all the activities that we are doing online. And this is not for only the eDelta activities. Equally, the same thing is going to be done for the Mwere activities. And just like Dr. Eble said, it is a self-paced course. And for all these activities that you're going to complete, we are to be able to tell how many times have you logged in, how many times have you been online, what assessments have you been able to complete, etc., etc. So it seems just from the tracking, Tom, Richard, you need to complete the post test activity as well, so as to be able to proceed with other more activities that we have started right away. Okay, Doctor, let's hear from them how they have experienced the pre and the post. Let's have that for 5 minutes because it's almost coming to noon and we are supposed to end at 1. Just in 5 minutes, share with us your experiences with the Seed Delta platform. Yeah, let's do it right away here. Raise your hand, you tell us, and then we proceed. We shall not get back to the stick and note platform because we are behind schedule. Just raise your hand, tell us how your, Chigundu Sulaiman.
Yeah, I was able to go through the pre-test, but when I went through and completed, I found out that we need to take more time to interact with the online content, because what I understand, whenever I see something which is called a pre-test, for us, we take it as a kind of training needs assessment. That is letting you know where you stand, where you are starting from, how much is it that you know about what is being asked. So I think when we take more time to interact with the material, we can be able to perform better. That is what I'm able to say.
Thank you, Simon. You expect to improve after going through the module, and that's expected. We expect you to perform better than how you performed in your pre-test. And that's why actually pass mark for the post-test is slightly higher than the pass mark for the pre-test. The pass mark for the post-test, I think, is 78, and for the pre-test is 50. Tom, Richard, Amute.
Thank you so much. My experience about the pre-test was that I think most of us didn't know exactly what to do, especially we took it for granted that it's just a matter of establishing how little or more we know. But I also encourage those ones who have not yet done it that it needs a lot of attention. And also, you should not hurry to go for the post-test when you have not interacted thoroughly with the modules. So I hope the performance in the post-test is going to be better. Otherwise, it is interesting. Thank you so much.
Great to hear from you. Any other participant? What's your experience like after engaging with the pre and the post activities that we embodied in the Seed Delta platform? Sauda?
Sauda, you talk. You're already on, that's why. Talk.
Yes, Sauda. Oh, Sauda, I mean, I can hardly hear you. Could you put the mic closer so you can hear you well?
Yes.
Sauda?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, you are. Yes.
I was trying to say that before going for the post test, it is really needed of us to read these modules very well before attempting the post test. So for those who haven't done the post test, I would encourage them to go through these modules well before attempting the post test.
But course, your personal experience.
Sure.
Yeah, my personal experience.
Thank you so much, Sauda. Yes. Sauda, something about your personal experience? Or what has happened to Sauda? Okay. I think she has some technical problems, maybe from the network, but she gave us something good enough to take home, that we need to first engage with all modules thoroughly well before proceeding to the post-test. And Dr. Kabugo, you agree with me, this is going to be applicable in all the modules and other activities that we're going to have for this e-tutoring course. Just like we said, it is a self-paced course. It's not advisable to proceed with other units or activities without thoroughly completing the pre-engaging activities. So before you get to another course unit, for example, ensure you have had enough time to interact with the content in the previous units, because this course is arranged in a kind of a chronological order. Once you have completed something, you have the skill and the knowledge to easily accomplish the second or the preceding tasks. So always participants ensure before proceeding to new units, new activities, first engage thoroughly well with the prior or the pre-activities for you to successfully accomplish the preceding tasks. Okay. I've not heard from Chisachi Catherine. You had some network problems. I don't know whether you can be heard now. Catherine?
I'm sure Kathy was in a meeting. Maybe she's.
Oh, you. Maybe. And Percy?
Thank you, Doctor. Pre-test and post-test were a bit challenging, but they can give you chances to improve on your grades. Yeah.
Okay. Doctor, let us proceed to, unless when you have something to add on from the seed delta participants, reactions, we can proceed to the other item on the agenda.
Can I say something?
Is this Tom?
Yes, this is Tom Richard.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Doctor. I just want to make an inquiry. Because in the pre-test, after making the first attempt, like out of 20 questions, you score like 10, there is that provision for doing it for the second time. Supposing I do and I get like 15 and above, is that the second score recognized? Thank you.
Yes, it is. Actually, it is that second score that gives you a go-ahead, for example, to attempt the other activities. That's why once you have failed on your first attempt, maybe you've scored below 50, and then on your second attempt you score 60, you're given a certificate actually. It's then that the second attempt has been recognized in that sense. Is that okay with you?
It is very okay. It's fine.
Hello?
Otala Francis? Yes, Francis.
This is Olokokor Steven. My challenge is I've just joined today and I don't have the other modules. How can I access the modules and then the questions that were given.
What don't you have?
I don't have the modules.
Okay, you haven't accessed the C Delta platform, right?
I haven't, that's correct. And yet I also
Okay,
want
yes,
to
Francis. No, you're using.
This is Oluka Okol.
Yes, you are using Francis. Yes,
Both
Okol. Now, Okol.
Yes.
First, are you already admitted in our WhatsApp group?
I'm not yet admitted, but I'm trying to join.
Oh, yes. We are going to share with you all these resources, please.
Yes.
We are going to share with you the links to these activities and other modules. Okay?
Doctor.
Yes. Yes.
Just another inquiry. Just like I know in all courses, there is always that mark for attendance. Is it also applicable in this course we are going to do?
It is. And just like Doctor said, leaving alone the certificate, in that case, the grading and the scores, have you gotten the skills? Have you gotten the skills that we want you to have for e-tutoring? And this automatically comes as a result of your engagement, increased engagement with all these online activities. So it is definitely a reward for someone who engages in these activities quite often. So leaving alone the score and the grade, we are certainly sure the more you engage with these activities, the more experience you will get and the more skills you will acquire. So leaving alone the grade and the certificate, do you have the skills? And that was our major expectation, just like Dr. Eble raised it. But of course, your attendance adds you all these skills and scores. It is no doubt of that. Okay? But what you want to emphasize is the skill, and this should come from your regular attendance for live lectures and for the asynchronous kind of interaction. And Doctor has shared with us the link to these pre-activities and the modules. And he says, for those who have joined today, you should be getting your admission letters soon. Be sure that you have applied formally. And if you only joined through WhatsApp, please contact Ms. Passy on that number for further guidance. And please formally apply, yes, through that link, so you can be able to get all these access to these activities and modules. Okay, then let me ask you, Doctor, to just give concluding remarks on this item, so we get to the other item in the agenda, on the agenda. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mwonge, for taking us through this session. If I can ask Pastor. I note that there are some of us who have joined today's Zoom session via WhatsApp, or probably someone else shared a link with you, but you have not formally applied to Makerere University for admission into this program. So I'd like to really encourage you to formally apply. The process is you follow the link and apply formally. We shall review your application. If you qualify, then we shall admit you. Contact Passy for further guidance. But the first step before you even call her would be to fill in your online application using that link, and then getting admission, and then we can enroll you onto these platforms once you have been admitted. So we cannot give you any login details before you formally get admitted. I think basically that's it, Dr. Mwange. We only just need to go to the next agenda item and then conclude. We are into the 3rd hour of our interaction. This was meant to be an orientation for all the participants. So what we have, I think, not done is taking them through the C Delta and the Mwere activities. There are those that who have already been admitted but have no login details for the Mwere course. Those we are going to send login details by close of the day. So no worries for those who do not have access to the course on our Mwere platform. We shall send your login details by close of the day. Those who have not received their login details for the C Delta platform, please raise your issue via WhatsApp and we can also attend to you. Dr. Mwonge, we need to look like ending this session.
Sure. And what's good enough is that for the general overview about the e-Tutoring course, it is almost now covered through our engagement right from the start. We have been discussing all these issues regarding how this course is going to move, expectation from us and from them, and the general practice. And to me, I think we can get right to. Do you think we're going to take them through how Mwere platform looks like, the basic features, and probably how they expect the course to look like on that platform?
I thought we could do that because our next meeting is really going to be, our next meeting should really be serious business engaging with a course on the platform rather than getting through the basics of the features of the course on Moodle. They have had an opportunity to interact with the modules on the C Delta. I'm not sure whether they have had the opportunity to go through the contents, the course outline, and all those features of the course on Moodle. We could only do that for a few minutes.
Okay. Also something small, do they have already login accounts for the Mwere platform?
Most of them should. If they have, if someone does not have login details for the course on Mwere, then probably they were admitted lately, or yeah, they should get back to us. Please get to PASI. They should give you the login details for Mwere, but majority of them have. They should double check their emails. We note that some of them have used emails that are not theirs. Others are really digitally illiterate to provide emails that are not functional. But we want to discourage that. For you to progress through this course, you should regularly check your email. You should regularly check your WhatsApp. You should regularly check the C Delta and the Moodle platforms, because those are our main means of communication.
Sure. Okay, just to track how you are performing. So if you haven't gotten access to login details onto Mwere, type 2. If you have gotten access to Mwere already, you have a Mwere account, type 1 in our chat room. Okay. Doctor, do you want us to, do you want me to share my screen, or we can have your platform?
You can actually have, take them through, just show them the features of the course on Mwere, and then
Yeah.
we make it. So I can just allow you to share. Yeah.
Okay, and as you allow me to share, fine. I can see Chigundu Flyman, you have login details, fine. Tom, you don't have, please contact Ipasi. Isaac Chinji, you have. Sauda, you have. That's great. Okay. Okay, and the rest will be able to come on board just through Pasi. We have contact details right away.
Yeah, so again,
Okay.
Dr. Mong, I don't know which account you want the sharing rights for.
I think that's for V. Mwonge, no, Vincent Mwonge, I think.
Thank you.
Okay. Share screen. All right, dear participants, those of you that have access to our platform, the Makerere University e-learning platform. Okay, let me get, okay, fine. Yes, this is the homepage for the Makerere University e-learning platform. And on this platform, you can have courses that have already been put on this account that you can access and as a tutor or as a student. So it depends on how you are logging in. It depends on the rights that you have. You can access this platform as a tutor or as a student. And just like we said, we are going to share with you some rights so you can be able to participate in the development of some of the CC or CEC courses as tutors or as facilitators on this course. And then in the other courses like the e-Tutoring course, then you will be able to participate as a student. So once you have gotten access to the home page, what you need to do is to log in before you do anything. And once you have logged in, by typing in your username and password, you can easily access other features. Okay, so I am able to log in as Vincent Mwongi, and you can see that now my dashboard displays several courses that I've already interfaced with, and all these courses will be right on your screen. So all these courses are there, and what I need to do is just pick on one course and then use it for orientation. So I have developed all these courses on Mwele, and you can see we already a step ahead. And this is the new normal, just like the doctor said. We are going to have all of this for the rest of, I think, the years to come in the education system. It's now the only way to go, and this is how we begin. We start small, but we are thinking big, and you never know. The few we have started with should be already the pioneers now as facilitators on the ECD e-learning courses. Okay, Doctor, let me use this, I think, the real e-tutoring course for demonstration purposes. So once you have logged in onto your Mweli platform, you select this course, the e-tutoring course. It is ETC 7101. It's the e-tutoring, and we are calling it the International Online Tutor Course. Okay. So on this page, first you'll be able to see a section that has the announcements section right on top of your course. And it is this course, it is this session where we shall always put the announcements. So you should, every time you visit this page, you should first get to the announcements to see if we have any new announcements put forward. Like this is the space where we will post any course announcements and the general news. So stay tuned. So this is where you're going to access our information about how we're going to move new developments in the e-Tutoring course, etc. And just like we have today, we have already posted some information here, schedule of the key course activities. I think some of you have had access to this right on your WhatsApp accounts. And we are saying, dear participant, click here. Whenever you see click here, you just get to know it's content linked to a particular source. So click here to download a schedule of the key Zoom activities for this session or for this course. And what you have to do is to always click, and you will see how you get to such resources. Okay, you already have this, I am certainly sure. So that's how it works. Everything we put there has a link, and you can be able to proceed and have all these resources. Those of you who wanted hard copies, you proceed and download such information. Okay, you always navigate through by using this back, arrow to get back to the previous pages. Okay, and you click back. Okay, so you can see you're already back to where this course is. So the other is the welcome and introductions. And here, once you have been given access rights, please, you go ahead and click on that section. And if you haven't done so already, please take some time to introduce yourself to your peers by posting an introductory note in the welcome, whenever you see this highlighted phrase, you just get to know it's a link that takes you to where you want to do the activity from. So in the welcome and introduction discussion forum. So what you do, once you click there, you'll get right to, let me try it just for you. Okay, welcome and introductions discussion. Yes, we already have some activity for you. Welcome to e-Tutoring course, a course designed to guide you through the process of e-Tutoring using Moodle. Moodle is just a platform, that environment, bigger platform where Mweli has been designed. So Mweli shares parts of the Moodle platform. So it is a learning management system where we use Mweli, Makerere University Learning, e-learning as an environment for us to interact with you online. So take some time now to introduce yourself to the other participants in the course. In your initial posting, please include the following, okay? So you read through your name, your main reason for taking this course, any unique contributions or challenges you have to offer to us. Have you used Moodle before? By Moodle, we are saying a learning management system platform. In this case, you can say Mwele. Have you used Mwele before? Okay, etc. And let us know who you are and what you are doing here. This is your chance to get to know you. So once you are in there, you can proceed and post you can say reply, no? You reply and you tell us who you are and all those details. Okay, and that's in that section. Please always make sure you visit that. I am using this back arrow to get back to the previous pages, but usually we also have these pages here. Just let me give you, okay. Course chat room. So you can see for every session or page you click on, it automatically adds onto the top of the course page. So we started with the dashboard, then courses, then this particular course, then the general information. Now we are right at the course chat room. So if you wanted to get back to these courses or to this, you just quickly click there and you can be able to access. So use this chat room to chat with your peers who are online. So once you're online, you can easily know so and so is online, and you can text, you can exchange messages, and still that will be a synchronous kind of interaction for both of you or the more that are engaged online. Okay, we can get back to, yes, you can use that. You can see I just clicked General and gotten back switch to the home page. This is the course question and answer, platform, or where you put several questions. And we are saying this place where you can post any questions you may have about the content covered in this course. And feel free to answer your peers' questions as well. And if you have the answer or any insights share, we will keep an eye on the questions and we'll post answers as appropriate. So enjoy the scholarly exchange here. This is kind of an asynchronous kind of interaction. Let me say, Kauchi, you can leave a comment now, today, and once Chigundu enrolls, joins tomorrow, he's able to respond to your query or to your questions in kind of an asynchronous offline interaction. And we are saying all of us are resourceful and we are able to respond to each other's questions and queries. So you can get back to the general page, and here we have a welcome message from the course convener and myself as a facilitator, and Dr. Kabugo is the convener of this course. I'm just a facilitator, or ADD facilitator. So you will go through this. I don't need to go through that. That's why you have put it there for you to be welcomed on this course. Yes, just like Dr. Kabugo said that we should be able to share with you the course objectives of this e-tutoring course. We are thinking that on completion of this course, you should be able to have these abilities. You should be able to tutor and guide within online learning environments, technologically, pedagogically, and professionally. And this was ably said by Dr. in his remarks regarding our expectations from you. You should be able to support and guide online students in their learning processes. Yeah, this is a training course for you to have the skills to get back to these pre-ECD teacher trainees and have them enrolled online on these courses. So that's why we're giving you a chance to, have access to all these CC and CE courses. You should be able to teach online. This is the way we go now. Describe, discuss, and select pedagogical approaches appropriate for online learning. Yeah, you should have a chance to go through all this. Have a wise mind of selecting the appropriate pedagogical approaches. How are we going to pedal these learners through learning, just like we gotten pedagogy in this case? You should be able to perform student assessments, including online methods as part of a learning process. Yeah, we have a full unit that is going to take us through online assessment in this course. So all this is supposed to come at the end of the course. Course overview and the course outline, please you go and read through, and we are saying click here to view the course outline. You just click, you view, you download, and then you have it kept for your offline reference. Okay, we have also put several resources for you. So once you get on you get on this resource, just click download it. So you can easily have all these course resources that are embedded in the platform. Okay, right from there, you switch to unit 1. It has several units, that is 1. And for every unit, you have several lessons. Okay, you just click on a particular lesson. For example, I can give you an example, and then you see how it all works. Let me first get you to, okay, fine. Okay, first unit is about digital education leadership. There are several lessons. We have reading resources. We also have tasks for you to engage online with others. So this is one of the resources already put there. And there are also tasks embedded in right there. Okay, then you get to the second. There are several lessons there. Just click on a particular lesson. Okay. Oh, yes, this course is still hidden from us, so you can't access these lessons at the moment. But that's how it goes. You just click on a particular lesson, then you have content accessible to you. Okay, we have Unit 2, technology and methods. Still, for every course, we have all those interactions. So you scroll through all those lessons, and then at the end of the day, we shall have a section where you have coursework, tests, and the exam. We already have a quiz right there for you to engage with. So we shall also have an integration of a live lecture in every unit, just like our schedule states or spells out. We said for every unit, we shall have one live interaction with you to give you a clear overview of the entire subunits in a particular unit. So every Mondays, 10 to 1, we shall have an integration of links within all these lessons, within all these units, so you can be able to access all of these at the end of the day. And basically, that's what we do here. Learning is self-paced and facilitator guided at some point. We have cautioned you just with knowledge borrowed from the pre and the post activities we have had in the C Delta courses. Don't proceed to other modules without thoroughly going through the first or the previous modules. That would help you to advance successfully through the entire content once you have spent enough time on all the sections in a given unit. So basically, Doctor, those are the features that we are going to expound on during our other interactions. And I know we shall also have other features that we're going to use for our live interactions, like the kind of sticker notes we posted on our sticker note interaction. We shall have that kind of interaction. We shall have live discussions in kind of a synchronous learning. We shall also have asynchronous discussions that are offline, etc., etc. All these activities, all these features are going to be used for that. Over to you, Doctor, just for a follow-up remark regarding this interface that you're going to interact with for online teaching.
Yes, I'd like to thank you so much, Dr. Mwonge, for taking us through the overview of Mwere. And I know while majority of us have interacted with the C Delta, we now need to begin engaging with the modules on Mwere as well. It is it's not exactly 5 minutes after 1, and we had purposed that we end our interaction by exactly 1. We don't want to not keep time. So we want to commit that next time we end by exactly 1 or slightly before that, so that we are not overwhelmed. It can be overwhelming having 1,000 Zoom meetings every day. We have other engagements as well after here. So that's it, participants. Maybe Tom has a burning question, but I wanted us to end it here, and we shall make further communication via WhatsApp. If you have any other issues, please go to the WhatsApp platform and or inbox us. Tom, if it's only burning.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Mine is very brief. I want to find out on that part of welcome and introduction, is it possible to add there someone's picture so that you really see the person you're interacting with?
Yes, that you can. And if we have not enabled the option, yes, you can have the option as you respond, you can have the option to really upload your picture or even your video. You can choose to do your welcome remark in the form of a video or something. Just try the options. When you click reply, you'll have the options to do so many things, Tom. That said, I want to end today's lecture at this. If you have any issues, go to the WhatsApp platform and raise that issue. I want to once again welcome everybody to this e-tutoring course, and I look forward to your learning in this course. I thank you, and we end today's lecture. We look forward to seeing you actively online. Do your self-paced learning after this course. I want to see everybody learning, interacting with the course materials from now until we meet next Monday for yet another live lecture. Do your self-paced learning. It should be shutagogy. It should be self-determined learning. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Monge, for facilitating in today's lecture. Until we meet hereafter. And bye to everyone.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. Bye-bye to everyone, and thank you so much for your co-facilitation. And to our dear participants, we have really had a wonderful time with you. Please go online and have self-paced learning.
We shall share the recordings of today's lecture in our WhatsApp and or any other relevant platforms.
Thank you.